for believing everything you hear. The Brazilian Supreme Court Minister, Alexander de Moraes, started a dictatorship and is forcing the population to accept Lula da Silva as president. Lula da Silva is a criminal politician, convicted for 12 years, who was released after only 580 days, and now holds the presidency through fraud in the elections. Electronic voting machines were manipulated, resulting in 4 to 5 days of peaceful protest against corruption, the biggest demonstration in human history. In the wake of Lula's official ceremony on December 12, 2022, Alexander de Moraes declared war on the population. In fact, the dictator minister aligned with organized crime has ordered the arrest of all indigenous people criticizing his abuse of power. 7 indigenous tribes in Brazil claimed their voting machines returned 0 votes to their candidates, and they are being arrested for questioning these counts. It's so absurd that it's nearly impossible to believe this is Brazil rather than Venezuela or China. But the dictatorship being implemented is exactly the same. In the meantime, Alexander de Moraes is protected by a kind of Gestapo police, the same strategy as Hitler. But on the streets, a fake war is being stoked by infiltrators from the extreme left. They terrorize non-violent protesters and local homeowners. Exactly the same method was used in the Capitol case in the USA. It's a premeditated action by the extreme left-wing Black Bloc and criminal supporters of Lula da Silva, the leader of the gang. Extreme left-wing terrorists burn cars and intimidate people who criticize or film their actions. They carry tools and gasoline inside their bags and wear masks to hide their faces. There is no doubt that these are not Brazilian patriots fighting corruption. Their 4 to 5 day protest was peaceful, without violence, without crimes, and there wasn't a drop of rubbish on the ground. This was a very badly organized attempt to manipulate public opinion by the extreme left. They'll have to create another theatre scene because this one didn't work. They are trying to paint those fighting against criminal politicians as violent and criminal.